Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Christabel Ndeokwelu and this is Christabel by Design. On this channel, I make videos on productivity, consistency, and how to live your life intentionally. And so if these are topics you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel. And with that, let's get into today's video. Today on this channel, we'll be discussing how to review your year, how to conduct an annual review. So an annual review is a process whereby you assess your year, how it went, what went well, what didn't go well, and all of that. It's very necessary as the year ends. You look back on the year and you reflect and you ask yourself, oh, what went well this year? What didn't go well this year? What were my challenges? What would I like to improve on? What were the nice experiences that happened this year? What were the bad experiences that happened in this year? And in that way you can continue to grow, you can continue to live your life intentionally. It's very important to me that we grow together. That's one of the most important things about this channel. That's my entire reason and purpose for having this channel, that we grow together, that we improve our lives from day to day and month to month. And so with that, I'll just go into how to review your year and prepare for the next year. So this video is part 2 of the end of the year series. So I'm just going to concentrate on doing an annual review. My next video is going to be about how to set clear goals, and after that we'll talk about vision board, and then I'll do a video on how to make your vision board and all of that. So let's just get into this video. I'm going to be taking you through a 7-step process for reviewing your year in preparation for the new year. Let's get into it. Number 1, gratitude. I feel like I always talk about gratitude on this channel. I feel like a broken record, but I'm just going to say it again. Begin your annual review by looking back at the past year. What are you grateful for? What happened in the past year that really stood out to you, that makes you feel grateful, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel joyful? Write them down. This is very important because it helps you to begin your review from a place of happiness and joy. I know that this year may not have been all that you wanted it to be. I know that the year, obviously, like, perfection really does not exist. So this year most likely was not perfect for you, but what are the 1 or 2 things, or probably 10 things, 20 things that you are really grateful for the past year? Put them down. Number 2, what are specific achievements that you accomplished this year? What are your wins? What goals did you achieve this year? Put them down. Did you get a new job? Did you start a new business? Did you get healthier? Did you form a new habit? Did you break a bad habit? Were you able to save money this year? I don't know what it is for you. Just write whatever it is that happened this year that are goals that you achieved. It does not have to be big for anybody else. As long as it's big for you, as long as it's something you're appreciative for, as long as it's a goal that you set and you accomplished it, write it down. Number 3, we've started this whole thing happily and all of that, but now we are getting deeper, and so this may not be something you want to dwell on, but you have to take stock. So now the 3rd thing you have to do is to write down the goals that you did not achieve. What are some of the goals that you set this year but you did not achieve? Write those down. Be honest, be compassionate with yourself. Remember that this process is supposed to be honest, but it's not supposed to be a process that brings you down, that brings your self-esteem down. Just be honest and be compassionate. Be kind to yourself. What are the things that you wanted to achieve that you didn't achieve? If there is nothing that you wanted to achieve that you didn't achieve, kudos. But I have some things that I wanted to achieve this year that I was not able to accomplish. So I'm going to write those down for my annual review. So you should do the same for yourself. Number 4, what are some challenges that you faced this year? I mean, like I said, this year had ups and downs. So just write down the challenges that you faced this year. What are some things that happened this year that were just challenging, that were like a curveball thrown to you, that some of them you were able to handle, some of them you may not have been able to handle? Just put them down so that you know them and you note them going forward into the new year. Number 5, what are some lessons that you learned this year? What are some things that you would say that you learned this year in different areas of your life, in your faith, in your career, in your family life? What are some things that you learned, some lessons that you want to carry through and remember as the new year begins? Write those down. It's really important for your growth and development as a person to always look back and be like, oh, you always need to be learning, you always need to be growing. So it's important to always keep carrying on your lessons. That's why experiences happen, right? We experience things so that we do not have to experience them again. So just ask yourself, what are some things I learned from different things that happened to me this year? Some good things, some not so good things, some excellent things. Just write down lessons that you learned in the different areas of your life, whatever you can remember that you would like to carry on into the new year. And then number 6, what are some things that you did in this past year that you'd want to take into the new year? Are there new habits you formed? Are there systems that you've put in place? Are there traditions that you've begun, routines that you've begun in your life that really helped you out in this past year and you would like to carry on into the new year? Be honest with yourself and be detailed. Write those down. And finally, what are some areas that you would want to improve on in next year? I feel like this is one of the most important parts of this annual review exercise. You need to ask yourself, what are some areas that I need to improve on in the coming year? You may not have done as well as you wanted to do in this past year, but this is an opportunity to put them down. Do you want to improve your finances? Do you want to improve your relationship with people? Do you want to improve your public speaking? Do you want to improve your dedication to your faith, whatever faith you practice? What do you want to achieve this year? Do you want to read more books? I mean, it's endless. Do you want to save money? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? What are some areas that you would want to improve on in the coming year? Just write them down. From these areas of improvement, it will help you to set your goals for the next year. Guys, this is the end of this video. So there are 7 steps, like I said, for conducting an annual review. The first one is to express gratitude for people and things that you had a good experience with for the past year. Number 2 is to list the goals that you achieved in the past year. What are some accomplishments you were able to have this past year? Number 3 is to list the things that you were not able to achieve, some goals you were not able to achieve in the past year. Number 4 has to do with the challenges that you faced in the past year. And number 5, write down the lessons that you learned in the past year. Number 6, some habits that you would like to take into the new year. And finally, write down the areas of improvement for the coming year. With this, you should be able to capture your entire year and and assess your year honestly and compassionately. Guys, the most important thing in this process is that you should be patient with yourself. You should be compassionate with yourself. Remember that your life is not tied to your productivity, your consistency. You are amazing irrespective of whether you achieve the goals that you set or you didn't achieve them. And remember that as long as there's life, there's really hope. And if this last year was not what you wanted it to be, well, the last year is over. There's nothing you can do about it now. It's to plan for your new year. And so in the next video, I'm going to be sharing a system for planning your year. And I'm also going to be sharing in the coming video, I'm going to be sharing how to make a vision board. I'm also going to be doing videos on concentrating on systems instead of results, and I'm going to be doing a video recommendation on some books I think that you should read this year. Yeah, and all of that. So guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful. Thank you for coming back to my channel and for watching this video, especially if you've watched all my videos. And if you watched this video from the beginning to the end, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and until next time guys, keep living your life intentionally, keep growing, and keep designing your life and living it the way you want to live it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.